Grew up in Summit, New Jersey with her parents and younger brother Will, number 20799. She spent 10 consecutive summers at Kenya from 2005 to 2014. After 3 wonderful camper years, she entered the leadership ranks as an aide in 2008 and progressed through all 3 years of our leadership training program. Caroline became the leader of Cabin Arc in 2011 and continued on as the leader of Cabin Coin for her remaining 3 summers here. Caroline was such an impressive leader on all levels. She was deeply committed to her role of leader here and thrived on all fronts. Because of this, Caroline was invited to return in 2013 and 2014 as D-Head of Senior Division. During her time as leader in D-Head, Caroline had an infectious energy that spread throughout not only her division, but through the entire camp. Caroline bounced around everywhere with excitement and enthusiasm. She could always be counted on to brighten your day. I'm quite certain that's still the case. Caroline's desire to work hard and have fun is something we all continue to emulate today. Since graduating from Wake Forest University in 2015, Caroline has pursued a professional career in human resources. She very much credits her experience here at camp for helping her discover her passion for helping others find growth and success in their careers. Currently, Caroline is an assistant vice president at Citibank in New York City, where she works as the program manager covering Citi's markets and securities services analyst populations across the United States. Caroline is joined here today by me, I'm her cousin, her mom, Marianne, and her aunt, my mom, Joanne. Please join me in welcoming Caroline Delaney, number 20113.
Good morning, Kenya. I am so excited to be here with you, especially on the first Sunday of camp this summer. As Annie mentioned, to share a little bit about myself, I spent 10 summers at Camp Kenya, as she said, from 2005 to 2014, so probably before a lot of your time, but I recognize many of the leaders who have been in my division or cabin, so it's really, really nice to see you all in your new roles. As Annie mentioned, I have been a camper, an aide, JL, AL, a leader, and I was fortunate enough to be a senior division head for 2 summers. And I work in human resources now, and while I absolutely love my job, I have to admit that during the summer I do often find myself daydreaming about being right back here, although this building is new to me. But I am so excited to be here with you this weekend, and it's fantastic to be here this Sunday. What I have always found to be so spectacular about this place is the way that it has grown with me through many stages of my life. There are not many places that can stand the test of time in the ways that camp has proven to do so for me. And actually, time is exactly what I want to speak to all of you about this morning. When you think about it, time is often described in a vague and ominous sort of way. Something that's unyielding, powerful, and that cannot be controlled. You can't change time. Time waits for no man or woman. Now, I am definitely not arguing that I have figured out a magical way to stop time, or that I have sorted out how to teleport, because otherwise I would definitely be staying for him sing instead of sitting on the flight home tonight. But what I've come to notice is that a lot of people use time as a cop-out. While you may not be able to add any hours to the day, I truly believe that we all make choices that can enrich our lives beyond the minutes and seconds. There is power with living with intention and positivity. This is a very important lesson that I learned at Kenya, so let me explain what I mean with some camp examples. My time best spent at Kenya was used reconnecting to myself and who I wanted to be as a person outside of the pressure and expectations that I often felt at school. One particular summer comes to mind. I was in 8th grade, which as we all know is a lovely time to be alive. And my group of friends at school at the time felt more like the game show Survivor. Every month it felt like someone was voted off the island. Eventually, it was my turn, and I could feel myself getting phased out. I was worried that when I left for camp that summer, everyone would totally forget about me. I came anyway, and within the first week of being back here, I had the realization that I hadn't been this happy all year long. I had truly lost sight of myself because I was trying so hard to be just like everybody else. It turns out that to me, getting dressed up like Patrick Star from SpongeBob SquarePants on Kiwi Day was way more fun than agonizing over what to wear to school. And screaming "Let the River Run" at the top of my lungs like a lunatic at him sing was far more fulfilling than sitting on the sidelines judging everyone else. When I came home from camp that summer, I promised myself that I would never waste my time with people who didn't appreciate me for who I am or make me feel valued as a friend. Camp has an awesome way of accepting you for who you are and supporting you in the journey towards being the best version of yourself. During the year, you may find that you are so wrapped up in getting good grades, running from sports practice to the next activity, and keeping up with the billions of Instagram posts that are filling up your feed, that it can be easy to forget about what really matters. Kinea is the perfect place to press the reset button. To all the campers, and also to the leadership and the staff, this session is just getting started. I encourage you to use this time to reflect on who you are. What are your aspirations? What makes you laugh? What is meaningful to you? What do you like about yourself? What are you proud of? The most successful people that I work with in my job are usually not the smartest, but the most self-aware. I guarantee that self-reflection will continue to serve you well for your entire life. Now, I am sure, as I've been a leader before, that there are some of you sitting here today who are feeling a little uneasy about this whole camp thing. And you may not be sure how you're going to make it until the end of the session. In my experience, your mindset will make all the difference. You have the power to be positive and to give every day a new chance. Be open-minded, believe in yourself, and use the support around you. Each day will be better than the next. Lastly, we are so incredibly lucky to be part of the Camp Kinea community, and I can say from experience that the friends that you make here and the experiences that you have will stay with you long after you leave the grounds on Lake Champlain. We should all reflect on what we can do now, and you guys for the next 3 weeks, to better the Kinea community. There's always time to help a friend in need, pick up a piece of garbage, or sweep the dining hall porch. Be kind, be patient, and be respectful. There will always be 30 minutes in an hour and 24 hours in a day, but remember that the way you choose to use that time and who you choose to spend it with is powerful. As young women, never let anyone make you feel as though your time is not valuable. You are all so lucky to spend the next 3 weeks in this beautiful place with the people sitting next to you, and I truly hope that you enjoy every second of it. And one final request from me. Please, at Hymn Sing tonight, sing a little extra loud for Let the River Run. I want to hear you on the plane. Thank you, guys.
I invite our speakers of the Dudley Prayer. Eliza Gardner, Genevieve Lanigan, Caitlin Frisbee, Elizabeth Bonner, and Maria Whitney.